My name is Verkaderk. I was born to father and famed musician Dirk the Furker, and to mother and esteemed chiropractor slash wench, Kerfadernaferk. Thanks to my father's wealth, I was raised in a beautiful home with many servants of birds and squirrels. Soon, my mother realized that the birds and squirrels weren't cleaning, couldn't speak, and were just a bunch of animals that she had trapped in our home. As the youngest in the house, and therefore the least intelligent, it fell to me to kill every last animal. And, just out of spite, my mother hired mercenaries to extinguish any and all birds and squirrels from our land. I awoke every morning not to the sing-song chirping of a blue jay, nor to the raucous cawing of a crow, nay, not even to the horrendous neighing of a finkelspec jerry killer. I awoke to silence. I dedicated my life to the study of song. I attended the prestigious Bard's College, where I spent 4 years amongst wise owls and wolves that knew no bounds in the field of music. They did little speaking. The lessons were all in experience. Then I realized after the 50th time the wolves tore my clothes to shreds that what I had thought had been some gentle hazing was actually just wild animals trying to kill me, and that I had not attended a prestigious Bard's College, but rather I had just spent 4 years in the woods. I came home and asked my father for 1 million gold pieces to begin my career as a bard.
Excuse me? Oh, my name, funny thing, I don't really know, but you can call me MARNUS, as that's what's written, in the area between my lower back and the back of my upper legs. I'm not quite sure what you call that area, but anyway, funny story, I just suddenly came to in the hills, and, I had no memories of, who I was or in my life at all, and it was as if I just sort of sparked into existence, but I know that can't possibly be true. I attribute it to some sort of amnesia or something like that. What's that? Oh, yes, I am a dwarf. Very perceptive of you. Anyway, I descended the hills and I heard the humming of the nearest town, which turned out to be this town, and I followed the noise and I came to the gate and I walked through the gate. And I heard the laughter and the cheering, and followed that and found my way here, which turns out to be the town tavern. And you wouldn't imagine this looking at me, and much to my surprise, I had on me in the hills when I woke up a purse. And in that purse, I found a considerable amount of gold, and I quickly drank through all of that, and what remained, I gave away to who you might call the mistresses of the night for their special services, and now I just do menial tasks for this establishment, the tavern, in exchange for the occasional pint of ale, and I live my life of what some might call indulgence. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind just moving your stool so I can mop up that congealed pool of mystery liquid there, I'll just be quick and then out of your way. And of course, I'll get that glass right out of your way.
So I'll just speak into this thing, and it just already. Oh, sorry. My name is Khalees. I'm what you might call a goblin. That's what folks who speak the common tongue call me. But to myself, I'm just a. But that's I think that's what you call semantics. I was born and raised to be a berserker in the Goblin King's army. I was but 10 years old when a party of adventurers came through and lopped off his head. So that ended, and I was sort of left adrift. The only thing I really ever learned was to follow orders, and so I had to learn my own rules and way to be, and I feel like what became sort of most important was just that people need to do right by each other. You know, there's lots of cruelty in the world, and why not be kind when we have the choice? When people choose to be cruel, it really makes my blood boil. Makes me think about squeezing their head until their eyeballs pop out, and ripping up their spine, and sucking out the fluid, and just eating their heart raw. So I don't like to do those things. But when people choose cruelty, sometimes they give me police no choice. Besides that, I just well, right now I'm sort of looking for a place to belong, a home. Doesn't have to be a place, could be a group of people, a family, really, is what I'd like. Thanks for listening.
Greetings, companion. My name is Drinky Crinklefoot, but I am known throughout the land as Hogman the Intruder. I hail from the small village of Fallen Roost, where the people sing songs of my conquest over a foul duke who tried to, take our things and starve my people. And I was all like, that's not cool. That's the opposite of cool. That's evil! And it is my job as a paladin of the Order of the Light to stamp out the dark. To stamp out evil! So after I kicked the Duke's butt, all was well in the small village of Fallen Roost, until one day a hunting party never returned. So I took it upon myself, as the protector of the village and sworn member of the Order of the Light, to find the missing men and return them safely to their families. And my quest has led me here, to this very tavern, where the men were last seen. And this place reeks of evil! Good ale, though. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is a very interesting and unique episode of the Bard Crawl by Dungeons and Debs.
Just ignore the beginning part.
Yeah. You may notice we only have Nick and Spencer here today. That is because our other two players are actors, and they are in the midst of prepping a show that was, I think, actually supposed to open this weekend, but then they got hit by a huge storm, so they're rebuilding the set. It's a little crazy and intense. Anyways, but we still got a fun little one-shot for you that's still going to take place in the Bard Crawl cinematic universe. When we last left our heroes, when we last left the people who this story is about.
Maybe not even that.
When we last left these fucking idiots. There we go. They had found some respite in a nice tavern that was sort of owned by a man missing a hand. And then I guess Marnus was just so enamored by that he decided to remove his own hand. That's a gross oversimplification of what happened.
Is that what happened?
It's disturbing. No.
Yeah. Basically,
Hogman was a little hammered.
Hogman, we were all a little hammered.
Connection was going in and out.
Verkaderk had learned that in a sort of strange font on Marnus's posterior lay the text to be Mr. Anu, which is an elvish name. And Marnus was so overcome with this flood of terror that his memories is shattered and he doesn't know who he is. And Mr. Arnus just made him really mad. And so he attacked someone and then sort of in penance removed his hand. And Hogman, if I remember correctly, you did something where you said you prayed a great deal once you learned that there was more than one god, and then you just kind of passed out. Is that correct?
Yeah, it really overwhelmed me mentally to grasp the concept of more than one god.
So we cut.
You're not the only one.
We cut at the start of this episode.
Thought my god was special. My god was an awesome god.
You're actually not Hogman. You're Bible Man.
I'm Bible Man. I was indoctrinated by Bible Man.
So we cut at the start of this episode is sort of, it's a strange space. Hogman, you don't have particularly vivid dreams.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're sort of lying down on your back as you remember yourself going to sleep, but the ground doesn't feel like a bed or a cot or the ground. It feels sort of like you're floating. and you kind of like look around, and you're surrounded by this like sort of purple ribboned, milky white river, it seems.
Milky. Mama's milk? Mama's milk surrounds me. Is this a premonition of the Order of the Light? Is this my light god speaking directly through me? Speak to me, light god.
You see this bright light above you, and it seems like the ray of light, like normally how light operates, it kind of just comes down in a beam. This is slowly transcending down, and it starts to take shape, this bright light. It's kind of hard to look at because it is so bright. The features of this being are very sort of androgynous. It is kind of hard to tell, and it almost doesn't matter. You immediately know who this is.
The Lord of Light.
I go by many names, young one.
Is this your second coming?
No, you're just you're dreaming, and I'm communing with you.
Fascinating.
Yes, I know.
What is your message? Lord of Light, I've been really... Wait, before you say anything, let me just tell you what I've got going on, real quick. Things have gotten confusing. Someone just told me there's more gods than just you. Is this true?
It is true. I am but a facet in the celestial dynamic of the world. No, but bro, chill.
God.
I just want to say...
My whole life is a lie.
No,
The
bro.
Order of the Light told me specifically that you are the one true God. One, singular.
I mean, that's kind of on them. I'm not really
I
allowed
took
to
things
mess
so
with mortals.
literally for so long.
And to sort of thank you for your what's the word I'm looking for here? So many languages I know, I forget words all the time. For your dedication, I'm going to give you this. And they sort of
The
outstretch.
ability to read?
No, close second.
I mean, that's fine, because I totally know how. How else would I have read your sacred texts?
Yeah. What's the first word of the text? Huh? No offense. That's kind of on me. I should have. Yeah, that's a pretty good. Yeah, that is correct. And you know what? Here you go. And they sort of outstretch their hand, and in their palm, there's sort of like the light that is like radiating from them, sort of like dims in their hand, and you see
that was cool.
small ring.
Is this?
Yeah, man.
Are we? Is this
Oh no! It's not like that.
like
This is.
forever? Me and you?
I mean, pretty much. You're like, this is me saying, hey, I see what you do. I respect it. I appreciate it. And like, let's make this a real thing.
Wow, I do. And then I put it on my left ring finger.
All right. And you are sort of endowed with the blessing of Sain, the Lord of Light. I'm going to text you the stats of the ring.
Rad.
But basically, that's just for you to reference in the future and to put that down wherever. Basically, what it means is once per day, as a bonus action,
Rad.
you can activate your ring. Basically, like you can use its power, and this cone of light will shoot out, and the people in the cone have to make a saving throw. And if they fail, they are blinded and they take damage. And if they succeed the saving throw, they still take damage, but they're not blinded.
I thought this was an engagement ring, but it is a ring of power.
And it's hey, love is
I mean, I dedicate my life and soul to you, my one true God, regardless of the other ones out there. That they're cool, they're fine, no hate on them.
Oh yeah, they're
But I
totally
have
chill.
chosen-
Most of them are chill.
This is just kind of like, the vocabulary I understand. Even that was an advanced terminology for Hogman.
I appreciate your growth. Funny thing.
I can't wait to hit for you!
Thank you. Funny thing, you should bring up other gods. So, like,
Who do I
being
need to
a
hit?
god, being a god is a pretty big deal.
Did any other gods have beef with you? I will smite them. In your name, God of Light.
It's not so much not so much beef that I have with other gods.
Hey, you got
as
any fancy light ale uphill? I've here
uphill?
up here. I've always wanted to try the fine ales of the gods, the ambrosia.
No offense, if you drank that, you'd friggin' die, dude. It's like fucking nice.
Can I just have like a regular ale though?
Certainly. And they kind of
Thanks.
conjure in their hand like a fine ale. And
Don't even know what it is. Just start drinking.
fucking just rip on it. It tastes really good. And it surprisingly
wow.
it surprisingly fills you up quite nicely. And you get about
Hogman, no hungry no more.
precisely. And Sain looks at you and they're like, so as I was saying, the thing about gods is it's kind of a pretty big deal being a god.
Yeah, no,
And-
you're famous. I've known you since I was born.
And it's kind of, we take it being godly very seriously.
Sure.
And
I take you being godly very seriously. I take you being godly very seriously. I take you being godly very seriously.
okay, you're kind of sucking my dick a little bit, which I do appreciate, now that we're married.
I
but
mean,
like, just joke.
Engaged.
Right, nothing too concrete yet.
I want to see
But-
your plans.
Have you? This is a stupid question. I kind of already know the answer, but I feel like I have to phrase it as a question, so I'm not, too overbearing. Have you heard the name Mr. Anus?
It's funny you mentioned that. We actually have been. There's a man in our group, a dwarf, and gnome.
Dwarf.
And he has that name on his butt. So I've been told.
Yeah, so he's the reason you're in this weird situation that you're in. Not right
with
now.
the
This
doors in the thing. I remember this. It's all coming back to me. I was really thrown by this big light box and you coming in being within me and without me simultaneously. And it's like, I can't really tell what's going on. I have a very simplistic view of the world, and this is all very advanced. But I'm in a place safe from my body.
yes.
Where my body is trapped within all of those bars, which I haven't hated, but not really loving.
Yes, well, you see, Mr. Anus is trying to ascend to godhood. He wishes to be a god of partying and ragers and getting fucking hammered, which, like...
Well, if I had known there was a god like that, maybe I wouldn't have gone wholehearted.
Wow.
I hold my tongue.
Wow.
I hold my tongue.
Smart move. The thing is, he's not a god and is trapping people in these labyrinths so that he can sacrifice them to himself. And so I'm not super down with that,
Well,
Kind
I'm
of
not
people-
super down with that either. I've been partying it up with this man. What? I could have been
No,
sacrificed.
not the dwarf. The dwarf is chill. The dwarf is chill.
dwarf.
The dwarf is chill.
I
The
was-
Mr. Anus guy is the problem.
there is. So the dwarf is not Mr. Anus.
No, the dwarf's name is lost even to him.
But he has Mr. Anus's name on his derriere.
Indeed, that is a question you will have to ask him.
That is why we have called him Mistaru and Marnus.
Indeed. So,
Wow, you're really helping Hogman out here. This is
And
he's
I'm
been
glad
a
to-
little, yeah,
Little
anyway,
lost.
He's been out of it, but okay, yeah.
I'm glad to clear that up for you. See, I'm only able to sort of help so much, but I can tell you this.
Hey, you gave me the ring. That's cool. That does damage.
It does indeed. The key to your success and your survival lies in Marnus's memories.
And within myself, right, Lord of Light?
Yeah, totally. Also within you and me, man. We're vibing. Are
I
you
love it.
feeling this?
But the
All right.
answer is mostly within Marnus. Is it
That's
Mr.
where, like, the
Anus?
big-
Is that what is the proper pronunciation is Mr. Anus?
The proper pronunciation, he's an elf, so he prefers like Monsieur Arnu, but he's Mr. Anus. Like, we can anglicize him a little bit. He's kind of an asshole. No pun
To
intended.
me, it seems douchier to say it the right way.
Kinda.
It's like going to like
Fantasy France and saying
fantasy Italian place and saying Parmigiano instead of Parmesan.
But not a fantasy Italian place in fantasy Italy, but like in Queens. Fantasy Queens.
Correct. We're on the
Precisely.
same page, Lord of Light. I'm
Right,
really,
we're really-
enjoying this. This is a lot of fun.
I'm really glad my followers are so chill. So right now, Marnus is in trouble.
Well, I grew up in a hemp village, so
I forgot about that. So Marnus right now is in trouble, and he needs you. And kind of
My Marnus.
same wave. Yes, Marnus, the dwarf, the person, not Mr. Anus.
should we call
And,
him Mr. Anus?
The dwarf? No.
Okay.
That feels like a little rude.
All right.
Just a little.
don't
I mean,
think he
hey,
knows what anus is. He doesn't know what a lot of things are.
but he will soon. And the Saint.
Are you gonna help me find his memory?
I can. Yes and no. Like I said, I'm not allowed to like directly intervene, but I can help you out a little bit.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
they
The ring seems pretty direct. It's like physically on
that's
me.
that's a gift. Don't look a gift ring in the butt. Why did Saint's voice change so drastically? Don't worry about
He
it too
contains
much.
multitudes. That's why.
That's right.
He is
They're-
legion.
Sain waves their hand, and you are suddenly in a boat made of light, and you are sailing on this sort of. It's kind of like you've seen Treasure Planet.
Yeah. Like,
You know how like the
server
boats
thing?
flow through space. It kind of looks like that.
Whoa. Crazy.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm going to gently push this boat because I can't directly interfere, and you and your
Cool.
friend are going to sail
Friend?
straight. And I cannot. Yes, your friend.
Who?
I know you guys have sort of a rocky
Where?
history, but I'm going to summon your friend's
Don't.
spirit as well.
Don't.
Hey.
Not him.
Do you trust me? Do you trust me?
Yes.
All right. And they kind of snap their fingers. Verkaderk, you have at this point also gone to sleep and are suddenly sort of conscious in a boat in an astral sea, sitting next to Hogman, whose armor right now does not look like it normally does. It is like the cleanest it's ever been. It's got like a bright light kind of sort of emanating from it. Like he looks in pristine condition. And in front of you is a glowing ethereal being.
He has a pretty dick. A pretty dick. Well, if I might say so myself, he has a pretty dick. A pretty dick. Oh, sir, it would really mean a lot to me if you would let me, well, you know, sign your dick. But I understand if you won't let me because it's a very sensitive thing. That. A pretty dick.
You know,
So,
Verkaderk,
I know you-
I usually fucking hate you, but that was a bop.
So,
Well,
I
thank
know
you.
I know you meant no offense, but I don't have one of those. But I appreciate the sort of.
No, I wasn't talking to you, androgynous being. I was talking to Hogman here.
Wait, you want me?
Oh.
You want to sign my dick?
I would love to sign your dick. If it would not offend you, but it would really be my honor if I could
Please.
take
Honestly, with permanent ink. That's why I think we got off on the wrong foot because I'm such a big fan, but you never sing my song, and it just threw. You're such a strong leader guy, and sometimes I feel like I'm a big strong guy, but you have great ideas, and I hit hard, and I think it's a good dynamic, and I should let you kind of throw your ideas out instead of jumping in and making them seem like they're my own.
Oh, they're everybody's ideas, and you do hit hard, bad boy. You hit me right in the heart.
I take my dick out to be signed.
I signed it immediately, and then I hand
fervor.
him the pen and take my dick out.
Me? Sign yours?
Oh yeah, big
Oh
boy,
no,
do
I
it.
couldn't. My
No,
signature is
please
nothing.
do it.
No, I just
Here,
it's
just avoid these. Avoid the signatures that are already there.
I start
Right now,
sobbing, crying,
I wipe his tears with my dick.
and I go, I don't know how to spell my name.
at this point, Sain sort of reaches their hand down and guides your. What are you signing with?
An ink quill. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, just sort of a
permanent
celestial
ink quill.
A celestial quill sort of spirals out of your hand.
Like-
and
Like the thing in Harry Potter where he writes and it like etches the blood in his arms, and it's like permanent. Like when we write on each other's dicks, it's like it will never go away.
it will never
go away.
You are actively scarring your own genitals.
And
But it doesn't hurt. It kind of brings you closer, I think, both of you.
Oh, I'm closer already.
So hey, Verkaderk. I dig the music. Cool guy.
yeah, he's the best Lord of Light. He's just been we had a bumpy patch, but he's just a great guy.
And that's
got it
why
all figured
that's
out.
why I've brought him on. The two of you are going to help Marnus' spirit right now because he really needs your help. So I'm going to touch the boat.
Where's
And-
Cleese?
Here's the thing.
Please.
Goblins have a very specific god, and him and I don't really vibe. It's not like we have any beef, but he's very particular about us bringing them into the astral dreamscape.
You guys
like-
gotta open your minds.
It's like, hey, I get it. Everyone's
Yeah,
got
man,
their.
we're all just one, you know? If me and Verkaderk can figure that out, why can't everyone?
Maybe you should try signing his penis.
I mean, yeah, y'all should give that a go. But I'm going to touch the back of the boat and it will drift through the astral sea. I cannot stress enough how much you guys should stay straight. If you divert from the path, it will be difficult to find his spirit. Not impossible, but very difficult. But before I go, you may ask me 3 questions. 3 yes or no questions. And I have to answer
Combined,
them.
or we each get 3?
No, there are 3
Can
questions.
one of
total.
my questions be, can I ask for more questions?
I don't know if you want to ask that because I will answer truthfully. And yes, you can ask for more, but no, you won't get them.
Oh, I have a question.
That was an answer. I feel like I will take that as one of my questions. Do we each get
Oh,
3?
shit. All right.
This is also one of our questions. Do we
No,
each
that's
get?
not-
Do we each?
Let me help.
Do we each get
let me help
3,
you
or
out.
do we get?
They're yes or no questions. I can only answer yes or no.
So, do we each get 3, or do we each? Okay, here's my question: do we each get 3?
No.
Oh,
Great. We're down to 1 question. Great. Well, mine, thankfully, is an important one. You told us to stay straight. However, if I had Hogman sign my penis, am I still straight?
That's not quite what I meant. I
thought this was a yes or no question.
I know, but like this is such a complicated matter of the heart that I feel like I can't just be like yes or no. You're gay now. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't care either way. I just want to know. I love everything.
I'll say this. What was your question again?
see, no, but you never said you got questions.
Yeah, and you only get 2.
You know what? Fuck it. You each get 3. I changed my mind.
Cool.
So what's your third question, Hogman?
I don't
Should
know.
I say Drinky Crinklefoot?
What? You know, that was really low blow, Lord of Light. Is this
How dare you.
Is this
He
penance?
worships you.
It starts on me crying again.
Oh, God. Oh, look
Dude,
what
no,
you've done.
I like
I'm
throw
so-
myself around.
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
Verkaderk.
It's just
Okay.
like that's how I knew you when you came into the world. You know, I
I
apologize.
hate
for
that
using-
name.
I apologize for
And
using
when
your
I
dead name.
joined your order, I assumed a new one.
And Hogman, it is a beautiful name with beautiful.
The
choice.
Intruder.
The Intruder. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing.
You gotta say the
What?
What are your questions, my children?
Well, I already asked 2. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like what that thing do?
It's gotta
was
be
good.
yes or
That
no.
was a
It's gotta be yes or no.
What that thing do? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ah, got it. Got it.
Lord of Light.
All right.
Lord of Light gets jiggy with it.
Yeah. Right.
No. Verkaderk, to answer your question, No, you're not straight. I guess. I think you're not a binary. You're figuring it out, man.
All right.
Any other questions?
Really tackling the complex questions on this episode of D&D.
Well, this is supposed to.
Well, can
If
I
I
ask
was-
one of his questions for him? Because now I actually have one.
Oh, now you have a question.
Well, no,
I deny him. I deny him. When I was a little boy, and let's say hypothetically, I was finishing up a concert at school, and then I went home. And as I went home, I came in through the front door, and I heard my mother cut Kerfadernafurk and my father Dirk the Furker, as we say in Verdernsk, Furking. Does that make me gay?
No. Whew. God doesn't choose their champions. No, that's not what makes. No, nothing. Oh, Christ. I mean, he doesn't. They don't exist. Oh golly. No, that doesn't make you gay.
I don't have a problem with it if it
No,
does.
that's not my hesitancy. My hesitancy is I'm talking to a child, I've realized.
No.
I'm trying to broach the subject with grace. Listening to your parents fuck doesn't make you gay.
All right, last question. What if I
Okay.
liked it?
What is the question?
Just what if? Can I ask a simple what if?
Yes or no. What if you liked it? It sounds like you did, so yes.
Yes, that was
No.
correct. That was correct.
that's
At this point, Sain touches the back of the boat and then just disappears. Just like I'm out. Peace out, dudes.
you know what I really would have wondered if, like, we should have asked him if any of these fuckers ever pop out of the fucking wall while you were on
Or the
his boat.
fucking water, if these are
Yeah.
any of these fuckers. Shit.
Shit.
That would have been a simple yes or no.
It would have been a really simple yes or no, and that's all we were looking for. But alas.
Well, either way,
Also,
Mr.
like, what are we looking out for along the way would have been a really nice question.
I have so many questions now that we're on the water.
Now that we're going and we're gone, there's so many. It's all rushing to me. I just kind
The
of
reality of the
so hot.
situation has really weighed down on. Like, I feel like we're in deep shit.
Well, he
Hogman.
said just stay straight.
What does that even mean? Of course a god would say
Directionally?
that. Well, I imagine he means keep the boat moving forward. Don't let anything rock
But
the
does
boat.
does the astral plane exist on a? Hogman wouldn't ask that question.
I have a question with the astral plane, though. Will it exist on a flat surface? Or are we bound to go astray?
So, to answer your question, as you guys are sort of sailing through the astral sea, it's not a literal sea. It's like you guys are floating through space, and you see sort of collections of debris. If you guys could make perception checks for me.
Of course.
First rolls of the stream.
You got choo choo train going by over there, James?
I do indeed. Thomas the Tank Engine is like, you never let me play.
It's a
And I'm like,
six
well,
for
that's
me.
because Thomas, you fucking suck.
Oh shit! 20,
Yes.
not a nat.
20, unnatural 20, baller.
I got a 6.
A 6 is a little less baller. Okay. Verkaderk,
It's my
you
god.
are...
This is my realm.
Fair point. Verkaderk, you are so just sort of enthralled by this experience that you're not really picking up any finer details. You're seeing, like... Excuse me. Just these collections of rocks and swirling dust and, like, beautiful purple and green light just sort of casting out over this expanse. Hogman, your eyes are a little more focused because you've kind of been in the space and you're figuring yourself out, and you see a couple of things that sort of catch your eye. One, you see sort of you see collections. Some of these masses of land have people on them who are laying prone, and you see sort of like silvery tendrils kind of like collapsing up, and you see sort of above them images, and you realize it's sort of like their spirits dreaming, is kind of, I think, what you'd put together. You also see in the sort of the vast expanse in some of these great areas of like purple and green and red light, you see what can best be described as sort of an eldritch horror. Some massive tentacled creature that you can't quite see all of, that's sort of like grabbing onto, you know, some of the collection of rocks and pulling them in towards itself. And you see these like silvery tendrils implying people are kind of being like sucked into it, stuff like that. Another thing you see on a sort of
depression.
Could be. You see sort of on a flatter collection of stones, a mass of goods. Like it looks like swords and shields and capes and pieces of art and stuff like that. And every so often, a small like shunk will open.
Straight ahead, or is it like off to the side?
It's off to the side a little bit. It's probably within reach, but it's kind of like every so often a hole will open up out of nowhere and just shunk, and more stuff will flood out, and then it'll close up, and then elsewhere around it shunk, just piles of
I
good.
feel around my person and feel for like my 50 foot rope to see if
it is there. Sort of all of your material goods are on you right now.
I would like to. How can I check for like fastening a noose and just kind of like fishing out over there to get something?
I would say make a survival check or a sleight of hand check, whichever you are better at. One is wisdom based, one is dexterity based.
I have a +2 in both. Oh, well, I'm looking at modifier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to make a dexterity throw.
All right, you try to lasso
16.
some of this. 16, okay. You get, let's see, I'm going to roll some of my fancy percentile dice that I never get to fucking roll. Okay, 77. You sort of kind of stand up in the boat, and it sort of rocks a tad. You're shifting of weight. Verkaderk, this draws your attention to this collection of goods as well, as you kind of like follow his eye line as he makes a quick lasso and chucks it out.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Your first attempt latches onto a few things, and as you pull them, a series of like urns and jugs kind of topple off of this platform and into the actual sea, and they kind of like immediately go from gravity to no gravity, and they kind of like float by you, and you can grab a couple of them if you wish.
Yeah, let's grab them. Does it change our direction in any way?
Yeah.
Does not at the moment, but you are moving relatively slow. You will have more than one opportunity.
I reach out and grab the nearest one.
All right, the nearest one, you grab a sort of stoneware jug that's got sort of like a Greek vase sort of thing, like it's got paintings on it, but the paintings all over it is it looks like a person pouring something out of the jug, and like on each image on the jug it's something different. It's like water and wine and other things.
Okay.
You know. You can make an Arcana check, either of you, if you want to figure out what it might possibly be.
Hey,
Yes.
what do you think this is?
I have a bad feeling. I'm not going to grab anything. I think we're going to get fucked by grabbing this stuff. Hogman, I'm scared.
Sorry. Well, should I throw it back?
I don't know. Let me make an Arcana check real quick. That'll be a 5.
5? You've got no idea what that is.
Fucking, I chuck it.
Chug it.
All right, you chuck it, and it kind of the same thing. Like it has gravity when it's around you and on the boat, and as soon as it leaves, it just kind of slowly starts to spin. The lid.
Do I see
kinda,
like what else? It's just jugs that are floating around us.
At the moment, your first attempt just got some jugs.
But how close am I still to this?
You're still relatively close. Sort of mechanically, you're going to have
I don't
two
know.
more
I just
tries.
thought like maybe I could grab some weapons or something. Might be
We're
kind
in
of cool.
some tricksy areas, all right? I don't
Tricksy.
trust anything around here. I think we're being tested.
But would the Lord of Light lead us astray?
he told us to stay straight.
Stay the course.
Stay the course.
Then stay the course we shall.
All right.
All right, so you will make no more attempts at the mass of goods.
I won't.
Because it's
Would you
like,
like to?
really, it's like, can you even take it with you?
Right.
Maybe you can
point.
make an Arcana, religion, or history check to try and solve that.
I feel like
A lot of options. Maybe
Well,
he
it's-
wants us to grab something.
No, it's just like to the information you can find it through study of magic, study of history, or the study of gods.
so. That would be wisdom.
All of those are -1 for me.
Constitution and charisma.
No,
Fucking
all
two.
of those are intelligence based.
Oh,
2.
all of those are all right. So
Did I
I'm
get it?
Dumb as a box of rocks. I also roll a 2.
Wonderful.
Neither of you know any shit about the astral sea, where the fuck you guys are. You have no idea if you'll
This
take it with
place
you or
is
not.
still blowing my freaking mind.
I don't like that I don't know anything. Let's just keep going forward.
Yes.
Let's not
Stay
let
the
anything
course.
around us fuck with us.
Yeah, let's keep our paths and our hearts.
Let's go forward, but I'll stare into your eyes and you stare into
And
my
I'll
eyes.
stare into yours. And maybe to pass the time, maybe we could sing a little song.
A song. A
Yes.
song we could sing together.
Well, maybe you should sing a song because there's a delay.
No. We should sing a song together, and it should be the most beautiful song we know. Do you know Little Red Rose by the Sea?
Of course.
Everybody.
Everybody knows Little Red Rose by the Sea. My mother used to sing it to me growing up on the hemp farm.
Of course she did. My mother used to sing it as well. I'll let you take the first verse.
Oh, little red rose. I don't hear the guitar at all. By the sea, you call out to me.
You call out to me and you are so scary. You're a little red rose and
you
eat
sing
children.
little red rose.
Rose, little red rose, little red rose. That was wonderful.
One of my favorites.
Let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
And then they did. And it was beautiful. All right. Can both of you give me perception checks again, please?
Oh man, hold on. Yeah.
17. Jesus. Took me long enough.
I rolled of my perception a 9.
A 9. Okay. Verky.
17. Sorry.
17.
He said it before I did.
Sorry, I didn't hear him. I
You were
just
thinking
did.
too much about our beautiful rendition of
I
Little
really
Red
was.
Rose by the Sea.
Little Red Rose by the Sea.
By the sea. Verkaderk, you, after finishing your song, you guys are kind of like keeping your heads on a swivel, and you see what can best be described as a boat. But it's larger than yours, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. It has sort of like a top, sort of like a carriage. It's crafted entirely of metal, and you cannot see the inhabitants. And it's sort of like if you guys are down here, this thing is coming up over top of you, sort of like this, cresting the bow, and you see it sort of heading towards a mass of stones that house what sort of you interpret to be like people's spirits, as you kind of see Northern Light style dreams kind of like attached to silver tendrils above their heads. And it looks like the ship is headed straight for them.
But not straight for us.
But not straight for you. It's flying above you. It doesn't seem to have
Oh, it's
noticed.
flying literally above us. Wow. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
And I don't see Jack Diddley Bupkis.
York, I would assume at this point, Hogman is like looking over the side, like so, and is not looking up.
And I see that there's like nothing below us. We're just kind of like
Pretty much like the same thing. Like you see like asteroids and the occasional like ribbon of light, but nothing. Like
Cool.
it's like being in space, man.
It's a massive ship. What's beautiful against the backdrop, the purple backdrop of the purple clouds and the purple moon and the purple stars. And it's a beautiful ship. I've never seen the underside of a ship.
I see it now too.
Yeah. He's pointed it out to you. You see it as well.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
you have
cool. Let's keep going.
You have such a way with words.
Thank you. My favorite color is purple.
Is it really? Maybe.
What's your favorite color?
You know, I never really thought about it. I suppose light has always been my favorite color. And light is... My mother told me light was made up of all the colors.
You sort of vaguely hear Sain's voice in the background. Fucking simp. Sorry, no, not really.
Well,
Maybe I am a simp. I'm a simp for my god.
oh boy. Yeah, just a simp by the sea that just signed my penis.
So as
Got
you
a
guys,
little simp boy on your
Sorry.
pee-pee.
so you
Yeah,
guys
James,
continue-
we're not done yet.
I'm sorry, I didn't know when the bit was over.
We're
You guys
still
can-
talking.
You guys continue to sail forward, and you see outside of this strange metal ship, sort of like what looks like spider legs kind of deploy, and like,
Those look
they've
like
got-
spider legs deploying.
and they've got like little scissors at the end of them, and they cut the ribbony tendrils, and the spirits seem to disappear. And
Whoa.
basically, it looks like they're grabbing the dreams and are sort of like siphoning them into the ship. and the
That's
ship
messed up.
continues onward.
That looks
This is a
hard.
pretty precise operation. I have to give kudos to the CEO.
Is that? Do you think that's like energy for them, or are they just mean?
Or is it memories?
Oh,
By the way, it's probably, as Cleese would say, it's probably not important, right?
yeah, no, yeah. That looks like not our problem.
Not our problem. Sorry about your dreams,
We
folks.
gotta-
Can't do anything about it. We gotta go straight.
We gotta stay straight.
Staying straight. We're not getting distracted by
Not-
the dreams that are being
I wasn't
siphoned.
even looking until you said something.
You're right. And I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even remember it. I'm staying forward, staying
Yeah.
straight.
It's
Straight.
creepy
Straight.
spider legs.
Creepy
Wow.
spider legs. It was fucked, man. Let's
That's
just
so
pass
fucked.
under this and pretend like
That
it's not
never
even
happened.
it's not in our world,
Oh,
you know.
it's like now it's like I'm shaking.
I know. It was kind of hot.
It was just weird with the leg, the spider legs. Is like I feel like I'm in a weird dream.
Yeah, it was so weird. It was so weird, but like kind of. Oh God, hot.
Yeah, I wait. I agreed immediately because I wanted to be cool to you, but I'm not exactly sure what you mean like that. By that.
I don't know what I. It was just really.
You thought it was hot?
it was
Like,
just
like
really
it made you,
hot.
like you felt the energy and you started to get sweaty.
I did get sweaty because it was so sexual for me.
Sexual. See, that is a
I'm
different
not
kind
drunk
of
enough.
hot.
See
Is it like was it the
coming
legs
out and
for
it's like
you, or was it like the scissor cutting? Like
it was just all of it, man. It was just the tentacles. They
The
came
whole
out and they were
thing.
like.
maybe it was like
You saw
maybe
the
it's
dream people just sort of disappear, and I was
Like, yeah.
instantly
Well,
aroused.
You know, to each their own. I don't kink shame, I suppose. What's a kink?
Yes, you don't yuck anybody's yum.
Never yuck a yum. That's what I
Me
always
neither.
say.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I just had to get that out, and I did. So don't sit near me. Let's keep going forward.
All right, you guys. At this point, after probably another good 15 or 20 minutes, the ship that you're on, the boat, kind of bumps into something right in front of it, and it's a small
I
massive
fall
land.
overboard. I fall over and I grab the side, but I'm like, ah!
You manage to sort of pull yourself up, and you see what looks like a small mass of like little floating.
He should have had to
islands.
roll to save me. But whatever, whatever you say.
Do you want to actually fall
No,
out of the
no,
boat?
you said I pulled myself up.
Do you want to say? Do you want to fall
It's
out of the
canon
boat?
now.
All right, it's canon. So you end up.
I
pulling
fall
yourself-
out of the boat.
Okay. All right. Make a deck save.
Where's my die?
Can I roll a save to save him? Because do I see? Well, can I roll perception to see if he do we fall at the same time, or do we fall like? Does he fall while I'm getting back into the boat? What's the deal here?
I'm going to say that both of you. Well, we're doing this, so both of you make a deck save as the sort of
okay.
as you guys
14.
hit as you guys hit the massive land. Both of you kind of lose your balance, so both of you make a deck save. 14, you say?
14. And as I'm going, I go, whoa, whoa, whoa!
I roll a 9.
A 9. All right, Verkaderk, you managed to catch yourself, but Hogman is starting to tumble out of the boat.
I go to grab him!
All right, make me an athletics check.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
We all know
is
how
a big
athletic
boat.
Verk.
That was a lot of to get across.
It's
I was just
not-
moving
This
really
little
slowly.
light dinghy.
It's a rowboat. Here, I'm going to take you
I was
guys to
going
the
like
map.
this.
Nick, if you want to take us to the map.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, take us to the map.
Yeah.
Take it to
All
the
right.
bridge.
Dirty bang. Oh, fuck me. Fuck
2
it up.
seconds.
What? Did he just piss himself?
It certainly seemed like
Oh wait, hold on. I have to go back to us and do the gallery view.
Gotcha.
Oh. There's always like a brief moment where I'm like, can everybody see my username? Where do I want to put us? I'll put us
We're-
here.
Where do you want to be, doggy? Why'd I say it like that? Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so you are currently tumbling out of the boat. The good news is
Way
you are
off
not.
to the side over there.
Yeah, the good news is you're not falling per se. You're more floating weightlessly. Verkaderk, you tried to grab him, but you missed. So he's probably about 5 feet away right now. What would you like to do?
I take an oar and hand it to him.
Am I astrally like floating?
You are floating away.
I'm floating.
slowly.
I'm not like falling into.
Yeah, you're not like falling into the abyss.
Oh, that would be way more interesting.
Hogman!
But I guess if you want to make this,
Grab on! Grab on!
Where is it? It's down here.
Can I do this?
You can try.
Do
I try
I
to pull
roll?
him back.
Do I roll
Um,
to grab it?
Make an athletics check with disadvantage, as there's no gravity, so you're trying to like propel yourself over towards his guitar because you're about 5 feet away right now, and the guitar is not 5 feet long.
What is my athletics? Dexterity.
This episode brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer.
No, it is not.
Yes, it fucking is.
11.
11? 1 second, let me roll. Okay. You managed to like sort of swim through the expanse as best you can and managed to grab onto his guitar.
Wow.
And like the teardrops on his guitar, you managed to sort of stick. And both of you are now on the boat.
Cool.
Well, where have we found us? I believe we've reached our destination. We went straight the whole time, and we hit this.
What an adventure.
I know. We did good. We got a little distracted.
You know,
but we
I
did
miss
good.
Cleese and Marnus. While they can be little spontaneous rascals, I enjoyed their company. Anyway,
They're our buddies.
what do you want to do?
Let's go into that pond over there and drink the water.
Okay.
I think that's probably the best
Yeah,
thing to
no,
do.
that sounds yummy. I'm thirsty.
I hop onto here.
Okay?
I jump
on-
over here.
All right. So getting from okay, hold on. Now comes the rolling. So you managed to get onto this first plane relatively easily. Now both it's hard to represent on a 2D map like this, but this area and this area and this area are all like varying heights. Like basically you're here, the first one's there, and the second one, and then the one with the big pool is up there.
Okay.
So make an athletics check with disadvantage to try and sort of get, like, are you just jumping?
Maybe we can... Wait, Hogman, can you throw me?
Hold on, I just made this way better. Can I?
I feel like he could throw me up there, and then maybe I could, well...
Let's try
we
it.
get to the
I
rest.
roll it. What would that be? Athletics, or would that be?
That would be athletics, yes. And then Verkaderk, roll an acrobatics check as you're like...
15.
Still with disadvantage? Because my acrobatics are good.
your acrobatics is not with disadvantage because he's helping you.
Okay.
So what'd you roll, Hogman?
15.
15, all right.
I rolled a 13.
13, okay. So you managed to sort of like, hup, hup, and you sort of like, at first, the feeling is crazy. Like your stomach sinks as you go from gravity to no gravity. As the transition is insane, but you manage to like latch onto the edge of this sort of platform and pull yourself up with little issue.
Holy fucking shit, that was crazy. I would not recommend that.
I can do. I pull out my rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I throw it to him.
All right, you do that. You untangle some of it and chuck it up. It takes a minute, but it does eventually make its way towards Verkaderk.
Wait, grab it.
I got it.
Okay.
And I would like to do a perception check to see if there's anything on this that I can tie it to, or maybe you can just tell me if there's not.
Or like I was just gonna kind of jump off somewhere over here
I just don't know if I'm strong enough
to pull me up,
to pull you up.
pussy.
We'll see indeed.
Hey.
I just jump anyway.
All right, you leap off into the expanse, and you have a very similar sensation. Sort of, you're a little more used to it because you fell off the boat, but like your stomach sinks, and you're like, oh, okay. Verkaderk, your rope suddenly goes tight as he's sort of like using you as a fulcrum, and because of the strange gravity shift, you don't just give me a flat strength check.
Of course. It's a 12.
12. Okay, that's good enough. He kind of what happens is that it sort of pendulum swings him up, basically using you as a fulcrum. And Hogman, you are sort of inadvertently catapulted up to this platform.
Oh, great.
Groovy.
Oh, I wonder if I should do the same fucking thing you just
now
did.
I'll
That was
just
genius.
tie it around your waist, and I'll just swing you to the next one, buddy.
I do it, and I jump.
And I.
All right, Hogman, can you give me just a
swing
flat
him.
strength check?
Yes, that is my biggest bonus thing that I have.
Watch you roll like a 3.
9.
9?
Yeah.
All right, he swings, and I guess you just weren't ready for him, and the rope leaves your hand because he wasn't tied to you, right? You were just holding on to it.
Yeah.
All right, and Verkaderk, you are now currently floating through the expanse.
Hey,
Oh, no.
hey, asshole! What the fuck happened back there?
Is he still floating?
He is still floating, yes.
Which way is he floating?
He seems to be floating sort of this direction.
Oh my god! I throw the rope back to him as soon as I can.
All right, make an athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh, the first one was so good. 8.
8. You chuck it, but it kind of like limply sort of hangs in front of you and starts slowly drifting towards him. Basically, like if this is where you're at and this is the rope, like you chuck it and you're both going like this. So by the time it'll reach him, now it is 50 feet of rope. So you might make it. but
How
it'll
far
be-
is the next platform from me?
From you, it's about 10 feet across and 10 feet up.
10 feet
Oof.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still floating, or am I now just floating still?
What else do
You are still floating.
I have?
Fuck me.
Other things on me. Let me look at my.
Can I try one more time? It's 50 feet. I can try again, right?
You can try again. So you like quickly pull the rope back. Give me
Yeah.
another check with disadvantage as you try to Kobe the rope towards him.
Well, that's probably going to be the low one. Yeah. One nat 20 and one 6. So 6.
6. You chuck it. It's the same deal. If anything, it looks more like at this point you're pushing yourself further back than you're pushing the rope
how many
forward.
feet is he away from me?
He is about
15,
10,
20?
20. He is 20 feet across and about 10 feet down.
Should I try one more time? I gotta be able to roll something good. Or should I?
Hold on. I think.
What abilities do you have, Verkaderk, that you might be able to leverage for this?
Hold on.
Oh wait. Can I try something?
What would you like to try?
You gave me that new ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once per day, a bonus action, you can activate your ring, which will cast a bright light in a 30 feet cone. Is it like a bright? It's light, so it has no It has no like. There's no force.
It's not a projectile. It's basically just radiant energy.
I was gonna try
Hold
to
on.
Iron Man this shit and like, like.
I have to apologize, but so the spells I have don't work. There was something I got when I leveled up, but I don't have it. Can't
You
find it.
you have the Jack of all trades, so you add a +1 to any ability check. You have Bardic Inspiration that can allow you to add a D6 to rolls for ability checks.
Yeah, I have so many things that I just. All right, I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration.
All right, cool.
1d6.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. And then you can add a D6 on top of that.
Well, that was a fucking 5, so 5. I think I'll see you on the normal plane, Hogman.
Oh god.
Oh, that was a 6, so an 11.
An 11. Okay. The DC was 10. You did not beat 10 like any time. So basically what happens is you don't get the rope to Hogman, but you manage to sort of hook it onto sort of like the bottom part of this platform. And so you've sort of inadvertently hooked yourself to it, and you start to sort of spin around.
Ooh, can I grab onto something on the top platform?
Yes, you may, because it is quite large. You're able to sort of like give me an acrobatics check, just a flat one, because it's like you're reacting to it instead of like you're trying to accomplish something, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Ooh, 18, baby.
18. Okay, you kind of like start thinking quickly as you see yourself heading towards it, and you latch onto this other platform, and sort of like you're gonna have to do some climbing to get up to the top of it, but you are steadily on it.
I climbed to the top.
All right, give me a flat athletics check. The gravity of the thing seems to have sort of engulfed you, so you're pretty stationary. You don't have the disadvantage anymore. Hogman, what would you like to do?
I am gonna attempt to use one of my javelins.
Mm-hmm.
Or what is it? A spear or an actual javelin?
It's a javelin,
As like
like a pole vault.
pole vault up to the next thing. So I would assume that's like an athletics check.
Yeah, give me an athletics check. I'm gonna say with advantage because you're sort of giving yourself like a fulcrum to jump.
First one was 15.
Okay.
Second one was 18.
Very nice. So you kind of very, very bro dude jock energy managed to get onto this platform relatively easily.
So, and what this looks like a smaller distance from here to there. Is it up more or is it?
It's another 10 feet. Like the rim of the platform is like 20 feet up from you, but like getting onto the platform itself is only 10 feet. Like you'll just probably have to climb once you get up there. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna.
Like,
I want to go for full 20 with another javelin go at this.
All right, give me another advantage. The DC on this is a little higher, but still.
All right, that was a 5. Oh, and that was a 19.
Very nice. So you kind of catapult yourself up. You don't make it all the way to the top, But at this point, Verkaderk is kind of climbing, and both of you are sort of eye level.
Well, that
Oh,
was
hey,
kind of
bro.
fucking scary as fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't like this place. I don't like it at all.
Be right
Floating
back. I
is
gotta take a
weird.
piss.
Oh,
Wait,
which is you and me.
wait. Are we on the platform or are we still
Well,
climbing?
I think we're still climbing, but I'm gonna.
You're still climbing.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go ahead and say, you just want to hang out here, kind of rest,
yeah. Let's take a quick break.
a little breather.
I brought some snacks.
Oh, that sounds nice. What kind
Yes,
of
I have
snacks?
some grapes.
Yummy.
And I have some raspberries.
That sounds nice.
And I have a potato. Would you like a potato, Hogman?
You know how I love my potatoes, Verky.
Here.
Thank
Here's
you.
your raw potato.
And I bite it in half.
It always amazes me your ability to just eat a fucking raw potato.
You know, I'm a big guy with a big mouth.
But don't you like it cooked? Don't you like a sautéed
I
potato?
like it as
cooked?
it comes. You know, I'm not too picky.
What are your favorite foods?
You know, I haven't really thought about it.
Is it just potatoes?
You know, it takes up the majority of my diet. Yes, but
Gosh.
I
when we
also
get-
don't mind a nice goat's leg.
A goat's leg.
A goat's leg.
Like cooked? Or do you just
However it comes.
do you chomp the leg off of a goat?
No.
I'm going to cook for you when we get out of here. It's going
You know,
to be
that
wonderful.
sounds lovely. Also, I feel like
I'm not gonna cook
my
a
guy
goat.
is here.
So after you finish, how you say the potato talk,
It turned into goat.
turned into goat talk. Both of you sort of make your way up onto the edge of the platform, where you see a admittedly frightening display. Inside this sort of pool of water
Yucky.
is Marnus, unconscious, and sort of
What
above
the
him.
hell?
And when you've seen this sort of image before, sort of in the astral sea, you see these silvery tendrils that lead to dreams.
Sure.
Instead of that, you see something deeply upsetting. I don't have this
Genius.
image specifically attached to Marnus himself, but I'm going to put it on the map so you can see basically what it looks like. 1 second. There you go.
Ah.
It looks like you can see the beginnings of the silver tendrils of his dreams are being consumed by this strange slime creature.
Yucky.
And it's pretty fucking yucky.
Well, something tells me we should fuck that slime creature up.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Before we go into combat, I give Hogman Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Shit.
Everybody
Yeah,
roll
it's a
for
bonus.
initiative.
You leave my friend Marnus alone.
I got a 4.
A 4 from our boy Verky McDurkey. I don't need
What
half
are
the
we
initiative.
rolling?
Initiative.
That's a D. What?
Just roll a d20 plus your dexterity.
Sick. That's what I thought it was. I knew that. What the F is my... 12.
All right. So first up is this frightening creature, and it starts to. Can you all see Marnus's health?
Yes.
Okay, cool. This will be useful. You see as the creature kind of like is hooked. It doesn't really seem to have noticed the two of you, and it is just full on like beginning to consume Marnus, and you just see this pained look on his face. And he's taking damage. Hogman, you're up. What would you like to do?
Sneak up on him.
So he just took that damage.
Yep.
And it's like out of him and like that.
Yeah. Here, I'll put the thing back on the, so you can kind of see what it looks like.
Yeah. I kind of like throw my rope around his little like neck. And
Right
to,
now,
like-
the rope is attached to Verkaderk and the pillar down here.
Oh, you're right. Okay, well, I do something kind of risky, and I take out another one of my javelins.
Okay.
Or did my javelin get hurt or damaged as
You have like 5 javelins, so you're
I
good.
chuck it at the head of this guy.
All right, make an attack roll.
Ooh. 12.
12, you say? That is unfortunately not enough. You chuck the thing, and it kind of like you're sort of
Wait, you should have rolled
You're
With
breathing.
bardic
Oh wait,
inspiration, I get advantage, correct?
no, but you can roll a d6 on top of your 12 to boost it.
So it was 12 plus a 6.
Mhm.
5.
Oh, plus a d6. Plus 5. All right, 17. There you go. You feel yourself about to miss, and then just sort of center yourself and think of Verkaderk's tattoo on your dick, and you chuck it, and it strikes true. Let's roll a d6 plus your strength.
6.
Holy shit. All right. Let me just check.
I'm a strong boy.
You sure are. The creature takes the damage, but it seems to sort of it's like a slime. It's like a jello of some kind. It kind of like it pierces through it and definitely like takes a chunk out of it, but it's not as like satisfying as you wish it was. You know,
That
you
was
heard it, but not a lot.
unsatisfying.
In logistical terms, it took half damage from it.
I don't like that.
Sorry, them's the breaks. All right, Hogman, anything else you want to do? And your bardic inspiration
spell,
is
don't I?
you do have some spells. That is correct.
But I for some reason it's not written down here. I think it's on my character sheet somewhere. Because when we got, oh yes, okay, I have it right here.
All right, all right.
Oh, okay. I would have had to do that because that's my divine smite. Yeah. Okay.
Divine Favor is a bonus action. Your ring is a bonus action.
Oh yeah. Let me use my ring. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, cool. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, you can totally hit it, and you won't hit Verkaderk. So you kind of like fucking planet, Captain Planet, call forth your ring as this beam of light just kind of like shoots out of your fist and just kind of crashes into this slime as it kind of like blasts through it. So if you could roll the 2d6 on that damage.
2d6.
That's crazy, right?
8.
8, okay. And then I gotta make a DC 14 con save, which I did not make. So I take the full damage, and the creature is now blinded.
Hilarious.
So you said 8 damage?
Yes.
That seems to have been incredibly effective. Is that hurt the creature and didn't it didn't like it? No, it didn't.
Nice.
There's no token for blind. I guess that's the closest for blind. Okay, there you go. Anything else you'd like to do? You still have your movement.
How many?
if you'd like to position.
Only once per day I get to use my ring.
That is correct.
Hilarious. Okay. Cool. And can you remind me again what my my divine favor is?
So divine favor, that is a spell where you cast it on yourself, and every time you attack someone, you deal an extra 1d4 damage.
Hilarious. Okay, cool.
And then your smite is you can burn a spell slot to do d8.
Dope. Yes, I do have that noted.
All right, cool. All right, so you still have your movement left, Hogman. Would you like to position yourself in any way?
Yeah, let me get closer.
All right, cool. You have 6 spaces worth of movement, or would you like to move yourself?
Just let me get right up on the edge of that pool.
Right on the edge of the pool, right there.
Well, no, I want up in its face. I wanted to sever it from
MARNUS. All right, you rush up and I assume pull out your sword in preparation for your next turn.
Yes.
All right, Verkaderk, now it's you. What would you like to do?
5, 10, 15, 20. wonder if I could stay on the side. Can I do 5, 10, 15, 20 and attack it from behind?
You can certainly try.
I use my silver sword and just sort of try and chop off where it's attached to Marnus's heart.
All right. Make that attack roll for me.
Of course. Of course. For Frodo, Marnus. 14.
A 14 does hit. And so you kind of like manage to sort of scalpel, like sever the tie the creature has on Marnus. And both of you see sort of like this beam of silver light sort of erupt from his chest. And you see in sort of above you, it looks like an image of Marnus rustling through books in a library. If you would roll damage for that.
Of course. Wait, sorry. What do I roll for damage?
It's a rapier, so it'll be a d8 plus your dexterity plus 1. So I think your dexterity is like plus 2.
Plus 2, yes, of course.
So then it'll be 1d8 plus 3.
Well, I rolled a fucking 0, so 3.
On a d8? I don't think d8s have zeros, my guy. I think you might have rolled a d10.
0.
Yeah,
4,
that's
5,
a d.
6, 2, 8. This only goes up to 8, and there's a 0.
Let me say that again.
Wait, hold on. Where was it? There it is.
Yeah, that's a d10.
Fuck me.
You're looking for one of these guys. Something that looks like this.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, you rolled one of these guys.
Yes.
You want to roll one of these guys.
I'm inept.
Come on,
Sorry,
you don't even know your
Scream.
dice, Verky.
What is this? Your first time playing the D and the D?
I got a 6.
6 total.
Yes.
All right. You've wounded the creature. Unlike when Nick slashed at it with his javelin, this seems to have like actually hurt the creature. Whatever your silver sword is made of, silver, seems to hurt the creature a little bit more. The creature is blind thanks to his thing, so it's just kind of flailing about right now. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Verkaderk, with like your bonus action per se?
Would it count as an attack roll? As can I do this as a bonus action? Can I like grab it from the base and just fling it off the cliff?
That would be an action. That would be a
I
grapple.
figured. Jack of all trades, might as well, right?
What?
Jack of all trades, what?
Never mind. I had my turn.
Okay, all right.
It's one of my. I still need to figure out.
Jack of all trades is basically whenever you make a skill check, whatever you get. So, like, say you make an Arcana
he
check,
has a
D20. Yeah, you're a skill monkey. So if you make an Arcana check and you roll a 15 and you get a +1 to your Arcana, it becomes a +2. Your Jack of all trades.
Right. Great. Okay.
Cool. All right. The air around you guys starts to swirl. The astral sea is starting to become sort of tempestuous. I need both of you guys to make strength saving throws as the platform you're on starts to move sort of skyward as it kind of makes its way up.
Oh, 21.
21, nice, Verky.
8.
Less good, Hogman. Hogman, you are flung backwards 10 feet. And you are currently prone. As you're kind of, so what that means is like you're on your back. You're basically, the crazy shift in gravity kind of moved you on your back. All right. Now for the creature. The creature is blind and cannot very well see, so I'm going to roll a d20. So I'm going to roll a d20. If it rolls 1 through 10, it'll go for Marnus. If it rolls an 11 through 20, it'll go for Verky.
Come for me.
Verky, it's going for you, and it's going to try to... you see as the creature is sort of like a snake, a snaky slime. It ain't good, but it tries to like slam into you. But it has disadvantage because it is blind. That is a 12 to hit. Does that hit?
What if my armor class is a 12?
Then it just hits.
Damn it.
So you get slammed sort of in the face by this corrosive slime, and your sort of like armor starts to sizzle and your skin burns a little bit, and you take 1, 2. Okay, you take 6 points of acid damage.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah, I'm 12 now. Okay. I'm not as weak as I used to be, but still.
All right, so it kind of like digs into you, and the thing doesn't really have a concrete face, but if it did, you could see it sort of smile, like "found you." It's sort of the energy it's giving off. Hogman, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm pissed. I'm madder than hell. And if he's close to him, can I move first? I want to get close to it.
All right, it'll take half of your movement to get up because you're lying down, and then you'll have 15 feet of movement, which is.
It threw me back 10.
Yeah. So you can get back to him.
Okay, and then
So you run up.
I swipe.
All right, one-handed or two-handed?
I use two-handed because I really want to f this sucker up.
All right, make another attack on it.
And then go to my long sword, which is plus this. So I do that. Oh my god! I rolled a 6. Can I? But do I still have bardic inspiration, or did I use it?
You've already used it. You do not have bardic
used
inspiration.
but that's only on damage, isn't it?
Yes, that is only on damage.
Oh, my divine smite, and I can't use my divine favor.
Yeah, the divine favor is like an action, or well, it's a bonus action. You have, but it's still it only applies to damage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do. Well, I'm fucked. Okay, all right.
All right, you run up two-handed, and unfortunately, you whiff it as the creature is no longer blind and kind of like duck and weaves out of the way of your strike.
You piece of crap.
Verkaderk, it's up to you, dog. What would you like to do?
Just gonna wildly swing with my silver sword again.
All right, make
This time
another attack.
because he's blind, I'm gonna move.
Oh, he is no longer blind.
Oh, he was only blind for a sec. Guess it doesn't fucking matter. All right, I'll stay there. Yeah, I'll blindly swing. Just fucking try and kill him.
All right, make that attack roll.
Oh, it's still on the floor. Doesn't count. Although I think it was a nat 20, but that doesn't count.
He says, "I wish I would have gotten." Oh.
A 1, you say?
Dude, we're gonna die in the astral fucking plane.
We're gonna get it over with. Just kill us.
All right,
We're gonna die to a sticky snake.
You go to get the creature, and you kind of trip on your lunge, and instead of your sword going through him, it kind of ducks out of the way, and then starts to coil around your arm, like it is starting to like engulf around you. Is what it's trying to do.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So it will now have basically how I treat nat ones for those watching at home is I don't like to heavily punish the players. And I also do this to bad guys if they roll a nat 1, is what happens is they then have advantage on their next attack against that creature. So he's probably definitely going to hit you. All right. Is that it for your turn, Verky? You still got your bonus action.
Oh, God.
Dude, you're gonna die.
I cast Bardic Inspiration upon Hogman again.
All right, Hogman, you are inspired.
I'll feel very inspired.
Alrighty then.
Like
Next up, the sort of, you guys now see this sort of image that is projected above Marnus has changed from him inside of a library with books to him inside of a cave, like hastily brewing a potion and crying.
Oh man, really fucking depressing.
Something is going on with poor little Marnus.
Mr. Amos.
Only you knew what it was. Sorry. So at this point, the astral sea is now like, the tempest is starting to get pretty freaking serious. And this is, forgive my terrible drawing, but I hope you all are okay with it. A sort of cyclone
I'm so ready for this crappy drawing.
has started to appear.
Oh, that was incredible. A cyclone.
It's a good cyclone.
and it is now moving its way across, and it disrupts Marnus's dream as it sort of enters the path.
Got her body moving like a cyclone.
And it seems to be heading towards y'all. Next up is the goo snake. The goo snake is not going to slam into you this time, though. This time it's going to try to engulf you, my friend.
Good. Sexy.
Hot.
All right. I need you to disadvantage.
Well, let's just call it that. It was another 1, so 3.
All right. So you... Basically, what happens is, you ever seen the movie The Abyss?
No.
James Cameron? So this slithery slime snake is now like coiled up on your arm. It's burning, and it slams into your face, and suddenly you cannot see and you cannot breathe as this thing is climbing into you, and it burns immensely.
Oh, God.
So let's see.
No.
All right, and you take 5 plus... Okay, you just take 5 damage.
Still got 1, baby.
Oh, man.
But you are now blinded and restrained. So you are
I
fucked.
can't move.
Yeah, you are stuck where you are, and you've got shit on you. At the end of your turn, you can try. At the start, of each of your turns, you can try to make another dexterity saving throw. This time, you won't have disadvantage to try and get out.
So, like, what is his... If I were to attack the thing, do I now have to attack Spencer? I mean, Verkaderk?
Maybe.
Just do it. Just do it.
What it sounds like is... as he is all slimed up.
God.
All right, Hogman, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
Oh, what am I going to do? I've got a cyclone on one side. I've got a friend being choked by a gunk monster. Oh, what do I do? If only Marnus and Cleese were here.
If only. Go see. What's the name of the play they're in called? It's like
Pinky goes...
not Pinky.
Pinky
It's
goes
like
grenading?
It's like Francis Flute or something. It's based on Midsummer. Go see it in New Jersey Shakes. It's going to be a good show, I promise, even though I forgot the title.
Right.
Now, what are you going to do, Hogman?
I start yelling at Verkaderk, take me instead.
Okay.
Does that do
Make an intimidation or persuasion check, whichever you'd prefer.
Actually, does healing him do anything? Like if I were to use a bonus action and cast hands on him, place hands, do my hand thing?
Would you like to do that?
I would. I would like to give him all, and I think I get more now.
Yeah, you have 10 now instead of 5.
I would like, and I would like to give him all of it.
All right, you give him 10 back. As Verkaderk, you were close to death and in intense pain when suddenly you can't see, but you feel Hogman's strong embrace upon you, and your chest is filled with light, and you feel a little stronger and more.
So did that take up my bonus action? Can I no longer tell the thing to take me instead?
You can try to tell him to take you instead. Make a persuasion.
Would that take up my action?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like either use your bonus action to speak or use your bonus action to healing hands.
So now I only have my action left.
Leaf is rooting for you.
I just don't know what to do, Leaf. What should I do?
Push me off the cliff. Oh my god, push me off the cliff.
Wait, do you think that would get the thing out of you?
No, but I'll take the thing with me. Push me off the cliff.
And then, then would you wake up and go back to the astral plane and like come out of it? Or would you be stuck here in the astral plane floating aimlessly?
Neither of you know. You both failed your checks on knowing anything about the astral plane.
I imagine I'll just die and then wake up back where we were. And you can figure out what's going on with Marnus up here.
I embrace Verkaderk. I hug him. I sob, crying like a little baby. I then slam him down on the floor. Grab him.
John Cena!
Yes, grab him by his ankles, spin him around, and throw him out
into the astral sea. All right, make me an athletics check.
Oh my god. Wait, but he gave me bardic inspiration, right?
I did.
He did indeed.
Okay.
So add a d6 onto that.
Okay. 11.
11.
I mean, it was better than 3.
All right. You grab onto Verkaderk. Verkaderk, what is your strength score? Like, not the modifier, what's the score? Like, what's the
Yeah.
big number?
It is 13.
13. He's just a little too heavy for you to...
Oh my
Maybe
fucking
it's-
God.
Maybe it's you're feeling weak in this astral plane, or maybe it's just you can't do it. But you can't quite throw your friend off, unfortunately. And so you...
Oh my God. Can I roll him?
I'm going to say that's your turn. Berkey, it's you. What would you like to do?
Can I move? I still can't move, even though he
Yeah.
cast Healing Hands.
You can't move. You are engulfed in goo.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, you're still tied to that rope, right?
Yes.
Has that platform, since we moved on it, like moved at all?
I'm
Like,
going to
pulling
say,
him off in another direction.
that's an excellent question that I, honest to fuck, didn't think about. Let me roll real quick. I'm going to say, here's what I'll do. If I roll a 1 through 10, you will be dragged to the edge. 11 through 20, the rope just snaps.
It snapped.
It snapped. So you are still on the platform. Basically, we'll retcon it so that like the platform moves so fast that the rope just kind of immediately went as the immense pressure. So what you doing, Verkey?
I cast Vicious Mockery. It's the only thing I can do.
You cannot, because you need to speak the words and you've got a mouthful of goo. You
What
can
the
try.
fucking fuck?
You can try to you can try to escape from the goo, but you got to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll do the dexterity saving throw.
All right, the DC is 13. That's what you got to beat.
Oh god, 18. Thank you.
All
game.
right, you managed to expel the creature. We'll say that it's like the combination of Hogman giving you his healing hands and trying to swing you off the platform. That, like, the force of it, you managed to just expel the creature from yourself.
Wow.
As it kind of like now, like sort of splotches onto this pool of water
Miraculous.
and tries to like center itself. Unfortunately, Verkaderk, that takes your entire action, but you still have your bonus action and your movement.
This damn slime being.
I've cast Bardic Inspiration 3 times, so I can cast it. I cast it one more time on Hogman.
All right, Hogman, you have Bardic Inspiration once more.
I am inspired.
Inspired.
What is this little goop thing gonna do next?
Who's to say? Verkaderk, are you gonna move at all?
No, because he'll have an advantage on me, right?
He won't have advantage, but he will be able to attack you if you leave sort of the
Right.
area.
I'll just stay next to Hogman.
Alrighty then. So you now look upwards, and the silvery tendril that creates this projection above Marnus has shifted once again, and now it shows him in the same cave brewing a potion of some kind as a dark figure whose face you can't quite see seems to sit behind him. Then the sort of astral see this tempest, the thing that, what's it called? The cyclone moves in and it hits Verkaderk and the slime.
yeah.
Both of you, Verkaderk, and the slime have to make strength saving throws, and the slime is not particularly strong, so that's a 12 for him. Verky.
16.
16. Okay, so you are not blasted off the thing. The creature, on the other hand, the slime is literally catapulted. Hold on, I gotta roll a d4 here. The slime is catapulted. Okay. Hold on, I gotta move this. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. That away. Verkaderk, you managed to sort of keep yourself in check, but you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fair.
And the slime also takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. Next up is the slime itself. The slime now kind of like coagulates and starts to 5, 10. Whoa. That is not what I wanted to do.
Yikeroonies.
It makes its way back towards Marnus and starts to
Oh,
feast
what
on
the
him
Fuck.
once more.
What the hell?
So let me roll for the feasting. Let the feasting commence. Oh shit. And the silvery tendrils disappear. The image projected above his head is gone. Next up is Hogman. Hoggy, what would you like to do?
God, I want to avoid any further anything. I guess I move towards it and slash with my hand with my longsword, double-handed.
All right, give me that attack roll. Bud Light, I gotta be honest, this weird, like, away from work pack you've got, most of it's pretty shit. The last one I had was pretty good. The strawberry daiquiri was good, but most of these are honestly pretty bad.
An unnatural 20.
Oh.
And I also wished... Well, I guess that's unnecessary. I was going to use Bardic Inspiration, but what would
No, you don't need to use Bardic Inspiration. Would you like to smite on this hit?
I would like to smite.
All right, so roll me a d10 and 2 d8s plus your strength for the damage. I know that's a lot, but I believe in you.
What, 2 d8s? Which one is the... There's a d10 and a d8. Show me them.
Okay, here's the d10.
Yeah.
It's the one that's like all, you know, all weird top looking.
Right, okay.
And then the d8 is like sort of pyramidic.
So 1 d10 and 2 d8s.
That is correct.
23.
23. All right, how do you want to do this?
I wish to, like, I like, kind of, like, slice it separately, and on the, like, as it, like, separates and goes up, I grab it by the throat and fucking chuck it off into the astral plane.
Fuck yeah. Verkaderk, you're buffeted by this cyclone of debris, and you see, like, Hogman, like, fucking walk through the cyclone, pull out his sword, and it's the blade suddenly starts to, like, glow this searing white as he slices at the creature, sort of separating it from Marnus, catapulting into the sky this projected image of him drinking this potion in front of this dark figure. He then grabs sort of what remains of this slithering goo and chucks it into the cyclone that propels it off into the astral sea, just like droplets of it.
Like all over me, and my face is all bloody, and I start like licking it off of my arms.
Hogman, that was the goddamn most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
And then I say I couldn't have done it without this signature on your dick, and I start kissing him.
Fuck yeah. The two of you
back.
The two of you start to make out as this cyclone just sort of tempestuously swirls around you. It's like a fucking badass, beautiful moment as the two of you just give in to your love for each other. And both of you then kind of like, you wake up inside of the tavern. And there's a knock at the door as the man, the guy who's like got the fake papers that you made for him, as he kind of opens the door. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session. Holy shit. That was fucking awesome. Fucking 10 out of 10, y'all. That was great.
So sexual.
That
Very
was
sexual.
Yeah.
Very sexual. Very nice. Very
And
nice.
now we're
Very
gonna
good,
have
very nice.
And now we're gonna have this like unspoken like lust for each other, but like in the regular world we're still like angry at each other, and it's really gonna become.
It's a really nice will they won't they. I really like it.
Yeah,
Did it happen? Didn't it happen?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
Who knows?
Was it just a dream? Do they both remember it? Find out next time.
I want to say a big thank you to Kronos the Doodler. That's his @ on Instagram. Kronos, like the god of time. The Doodler, like someone who doodles in the margins. It's all one word. It's on Instagram. He's got a lot of great art. He's working on a project right now called When Angels Fall. He's got a lot of really interesting art on his Instagram page. He does all the art for our show. He's awesome. I cannot recommend him enough. Please go pay his Instagram page some views. He's great. I also want to do a thank you for Nick, who is Hogman the Intruder. He's sort of our video producer. He runs the stream. Literally, this couldn't happen without him. I want to say thank you. Verkaderk, Spencer Lackey, is sort of in charge of all the music that you guys hear on the not on the podcast. on the stream. Sorry.
This was a podcast.
This is a podcast. They actually don't watch us. It's just a podcast. It's all audio. But he does all the
Wearing a
music.
stupid outfit.
Look for him on SoundCloud. He's got two, I think technically 3 albums.
3 albums.
If we count the part 1 and part 2 of the country album.
And more.
And yes, and he has another album dropping relatively soon. I believe you said part 1 comes out on Tuesday.
Look out on Tuesday.
Look out on Tuesday on SoundCloud. Spencer Lackey. Again, Spencer Lackey. L-A-C-K.
Or as
on
we
SoundCloud.
like to pronounce it, Spanger Lucre.
Spanger
That
Lucre
works.
is an also acceptable pronunciation.
Banker.
Lastly, I want to say thank you to you, Leaf. You've been friggin' kicking it with us. We really appreciate that. Thank you for viewing us. Check us out on YouTube for our other episodes. Episode 4, part 1 and part 2 are going to be up there tomorrow because they're going to be off the VOD, unfortunately. But this will be on for about a week until we come back next Wednesday. Thank you, everybody, so much. Nick, I think you can take us out.